Can you see what's happening around the world? Can you put the pieces together in your mind and understand what's happening around the world? Our babies here in this country don't have food, and our mothers don't have food yet. And the biggest plant gone. Yet there's thousands of warehouses filled with food delivering to the border. And of course, all people should have all things. And from the you-know-what, off the chart, death and carnage. Over 100 food processing plants in the last month or two have mysteriously blown up. 2 planes crashed into 2 different ones to destroy them. We're the most energy-rich country in the world, yet everything's turned off, and we're selling all of our energy to other worlds, other places. And yes, for healing the planet, of course. But these people, these same people that are saying these things, are allowing other countries to go build a new oil plant, gas every week. But Western countries are getting shut down and overrun. Over 100 countries, Italy, Sri Lanka, Holland, Spain, all these different things, and way more countries, they're sacking their governments because the population is starving to death and has no money. Because when you have 60% of your income for energy and food, 100% of the time, you have riots. You have governments that fall. In Sri Lanka, the people have completely overrun the government because of this exact same thing. And also in Sri Lanka and other countries, this force behind everything I'm talking about now has said that cows are illegal now, beef is illegal now, and that all their farmers have to get rid of 30% of their cows now, following a couple years 50%, and then all gone, because they are saying that carbon is somehow a poisonous gas, and anything that produces carbon has to be gone. They want a zero carbon. Carbon, if you do your research, any plant, any animal, any life system, the way that they grow and get even bigger is when they're high amounts of carbon. Carbon is the gas of life. Why do you think that they're wanting zero carbon? They're couching it in it's poisonous, we got to save the earth and all these things. But what does it mean? When there is zero carbon, all life dies. All life is gone. And so think about this food supply around the world. And in Holland, they did the same thing to the Dutch farmers. But in Holland, the Dutch farmers did a different thing. They came together and they took the power back. And now they're backing the government off, and they have power and leverage to have a society that's supported and free, with all people and life protected and free. Can't you see what's happening now? Can you imagine if you took personal responsibility for speaking up and for doing something about this, and for talking to other people and getting everybody together and waking them up and saying, we may not know all the answers to all things, and not that we even should know those things, but what I'm trying to say is, but we do know that we're free, and we do know that all people should be free, and we do know that all life should have everything that it needs and support, and that nobody is in control of that. And we can see that this is an attack by shutting down the food supply worldwide, and the collapse of the borders and money and all these things. Can you imagine if each one of us said, I'm going to take personal responsibility for this in my life now, and I'm going to unify people and focus them on what's going on behind the propaganda, over and above the propaganda, and I'm going to point out to them who is doing this. And I'm going to get people together to change things, to fight for a free society, and to not allow them to continue this process, because what this process is about bringing all life to their knees and then dictating the terms of that. And they're using food and energy. And again, when you have food and energy as 60% of your income, not even talking about housing or medical, 100% of the time you have riots and governments fall and shit burns. We don't want that. We want peace. We want power and protection for all life. We want to unify. You need to take responsibility now, period, in your life. Can you imagine if you did this? If you did right now, you said, you know what, 1,000% of my energy right now from going forward is to fight this peacefully and to unify other people to fight this as a cohesive group, black, white, green, yellow, purple, gay, straight, whatever, under our Creator, and under that all life should be free, and that that food should be abundant, and all life should be protected, and this insanity about all of this and zero carbon and all of this couched in language to make you think it's something good and to help life when it's the exact opposite. Can you imagine if each one of us took responsibility? What would happen? That would change everything. If you watching this video shared the video and then you took responsibility in your life to do exactly what I'm talking about, and then the next person did that, and we came together, we could stop all of this death and carnage and suffering. And if you think that you've seen a lot now, if we don't do something, and the world is awakening, and that's such the beautiful thing, and our creators are real, and they are coming back. But if we did something now, if we can mitigate the suffering, and we can stand up for all life and our creators. They just did a big blue flash in the car. This is what we're being asked to do. Okay, love you, see you later.